The rain-slick streets of Manhattan gleamed under the sodium lights as I gripped the steering wheel, my knuckles white, heart pounding like a war drum. "I'm sorry, Sarah," I whispered to the empty car. The lie I just texted her about a late work meeting burning in my pocket like a guilty secret. And there across the park entrance stood Olivia, her silhouette unmistakable after all these years, holding our daughter's hand, my daughter, the child I'd fought so hard to keep hidden from my wife. Abigail's pulse raced as she parked the car on the edge of Central Park, the autumn leaves swirling in the crisp evening breeze like forgotten confetti from a parade long over. It was October in New York City, the kind of month where the air carried a promise of change, but for her it was a storm brewing. She stepped out, her coat collar turned up against the chill, and scanned the path ahead. There she was, Olivia, leaning against a wrought iron bench, her dark curls framing a face that hadn't aged a day since college. Beside her, little Emily bounced on her toes, clutching a stuffed bear, oblivious to the weight of the moment. "Mommy Abby," Emily squealed, breaking free and running into Abigail's arms. The hug was fierce, warm, everything Abigail had craved during those sleepless nights. But as she lifted her daughter, her eyes met Olivia's over the child's shoulder. Those green eyes, once full of laughter and late-night whispers, now held a mix of hope and accusation. "You came," Olivia said softly, her voice laced with the southern drawl she'd never lost, even after moving to the city. "I had to," Abigail replied, setting Emily down but keeping a hand on her small shoulder. They walked deeper into the park, the city sounds fading as trees enveloped them. Emily chattered about school, her new friends, and the drawing she'd made. A family portrait with 2 moms and a dad scribbled out. Abigail's chest tightened. How do you explain to a 7-year-old that her life was built on fragments of truth? It all started 10 years ago at NYU, where Abigail and Olivia met in a literature class. Abigail, the ambitious law student from a conservative Midwest family, and Olivia, the free-spirited artist from Georgia, clashing like fire and water yet igniting something undeniable. Their first kiss happened under the Washington Square Arch during a snowstorm. The world muffled and magical. "This is crazy," Abigail had laughed, but Olivia pulled her closer. "Crazy good." They built a life together in a tiny Brooklyn apartment, dreaming of forever. But when Olivia got pregnant through a sperm donor, Abigail's idea to start a family, they faced the harsh realities. Abigail's family disowned her upon coming out, and the pressure mounted. "We can do this," Olivia had promised, but Abigail panicked. She left citing career ambitions, but really it was fear. She met Sarah at a law firm mixer, a stable, understanding woman who offered the normalcy Abigail craved. They married in a quiet ceremony in the Hamptons, and Abigail buried her past. Now here in the park that past resurfaced. "Why now, Abby?" Olivia asked as Emily played on the swings nearby. "After all this time ignoring my calls?" Abigail glanced at her phone. No messages from Sarah yet. Emily's birthday card. "Broke me. I can't keep pretending she doesn't exist." Tears welled up. "Sarah doesn't know about her. About us." Olivia's face hardened. "You built a life on lies. What did you expect?" The conversation turned raw, emotions spilling like the leaves around them. Abigail confessed her regrets, the nights she stared at old photos. Olivia admitted her loneliness, raising Emily alone while pursuing her art career. As the sun dipped, they sat on a bench, Emily asleep in Abigail's lap. For a moment it felt like old times, hands brushing, heart sinking. But guilt gnawed at Abigail. Driving home to their Upper East Side apartment, she rehearsed her alibi. Sarah greeted her with a kiss and dinner. "Tough meeting?" she asked, her eyes kind. "Yeah, exhausting," Abigail lied, the words tasting like ash. That night, as Sarah slept, Abigail scrolled through Olivia's Instagram, the pull undeniable. She texted Olivia, "Can we meet again?" The reply came instantly. For Emily's sake, yes. Little did Abigail know, this was the thread that would unravel everything. As weeks passed, the secret meetings became a lifeline. They'd rendezvous in coffee shops in Queens, away from prying eyes, or picnics in Prospect Park. Emily thrived on the attention, calling them secret adventures. Abigail felt alive, the colors of her world sharpening. Olivia's laugh, her touch on Abigail's arm, it stirred memories she'd locked away. One afternoon in a cozy diner, Olivia leaned in. I never stopped loving you, Abby. Leaving was the hardest thing. Abigail's heart skipped. I was scared. But seeing you now, it's like breathing again. They didn't kiss, but the air crackled with possibility. Back home, Sarah noticed the change. You've been distant, she said over wine one evening. Is everything okay? Abigail forced a smile. Just work stress. But the lies piled up, each one a crack in their foundation. Then came the first real conflict. Olivia wanted more joint custody talks therapy. Emily needs both her moms, she insisted during a heated whisper in a bookstore. Abigail hesitated. Sarah would be devastated. I can't blow up my life. Olivia's eyes flashed. You already did mine. The argument lingered, but so did the pull. Abigail found herself daydreaming about a life with Olivia. Emily's laughter filling a home that felt real. Yet loyalty to Sarah tugged back. Sarah, who had supported her through law school, who built a stable world. One night, after a meeting, Abigail came home late. Sarah was waiting, arms crossed. Where were you really? Client dinner, Abigail stammered. Sarah's face crumpled. I trust you, but something's off. The guilt was a vice. Abigail almost confessed, but fear stopped her. Instead, she pulled Sarah close, whispering apologies. But the seed of doubt was planted. As the file of secrets grew, Abigail realized she was teetering on the edge. The drama was just beginning, emotions swirling like a New York blizzard, threatening to bury her. The crisp winter air bit at Abigail's cheeks as she hurried through the snow-dusted streets of Brooklyn, her boots crunching on the fresh powder. It was December now, holiday lights twinkling like false promises in the windows. She was meeting Olivia and Emily at a small art gallery where Olivia's paintings were on display. A series of vibrant abstracts inspired by motherhood. Come celebrate, Olivia had texted, and Abigail couldn't resist. Inside, the warmth enveloped her. Emily spotted her first, weaving through the crowd. Mommy Abby, look at Mama's pictures. Abigail scooped her up, inhaling the scent of crayons and innocence. Olivia approached, elegant in a red dress, her smile radiant under the gallery lights. You made it. Their fingers brushed as Olivia handed her a glass of wine, a spark igniting old flames. They wandered the exhibit, Olivia explaining her art, the swirls representing the chaos of single parenting, the bright hues for hope. Abigail felt a pang. She'd missed so much. As guests mingled, they stole a moment in a quiet corner. This could be us, Abby, Olivia whispered. A family out in the open. Abigail's throat tightened. I want that, but Sarah. Olivia's expression softened. You deserve happiness. We all do. The evening ended with Emily dozing in the car. Driving them home to Olivia's cozy brownstone, Abigail lingered at the door. Thank you for tonight. Olivia leaned in, their lips inches apart. Stay a while. Abigail pulled back, heart racing. I can't. But the temptation lingered like perfume. Back in Manhattan, Sarah had decorated their apartment with a tree, ornaments glinting. I missed you, she said, pulling Abigail into a hug. Guilt surged. Me too. They exchanged gifts early. Sarah gave her a necklace engraved with forever. Abigail's hand trembled as she fastened it. The lies escalated. Abigail claimed work trips for weekends with Olivia and Emily. Ice skating in Rockefeller Center. Baking cookies in Olivia's kitchen. Emily's joy was infectious, but so was the drama brewing. One day, during a playground outing, Olivia confessed more. I dated after you left, but no one compared. Emily asks about you constantly. Abigail teared up. I should have stayed. Their hands intertwined under the table at lunch. It was innocent, but the emotional affair deepened. Abigail found herself comparing Sarah's steady love versus Olivia's passionate fire. Then the first betrayal cracked open. Sarah found a stray drawing in Abigail's bag. Emily's family portrait. What's this? She asked casually. Abigail panicked. A client's kid drew it. Sarah nodded, but suspicion flickered. Later, Abigail overheard Sarah on the phone. She's been acting strange. Maybe it's nothing. The paranoia set in. Abigail became meticulous, deleting texts, fabricating stories. But Olivia pushed for more. Tell her the truth, she urged during a tense call. We can't live in shadows. I need time, Abigail replied. Time ran out sooner than expected. At a New Year's Eve party with Sarah's friends, Abigail's phone buzzed. Olivia's message. Emily misses you. Come over. Sarah glanced over. Who's that? Work, Abigail lied, but her face flushed. The party dragged Abigail's mind elsewhere. Midnight came, fireworks exploding over the Hudson. As they kissed, Abigail felt hollow. January brought storms, literal and metaphorical. A blizzard hit, stranding Abigail at work. She spent it with Olivia, building snowmen with Emily. Laughter filled the air, but so did confessions. I love you still, Olivia said by the fire, Emily asleep. Abigail's resolve cracked. I love you too. They held each other, tears mixing but stopped short of more. Driving home post-storm, road slick. Abigail's mind raced. She had to choose. But fate intervened. Sarah, worried, checked Abigail's location app. Forgotten from a past trip. It pinged in Brooklyn. Confrontation loomed. That night Sarah waited, eyes red. Where were you really? Abigail froze. I have a daughter. The words hung, shattering the silence. Sarah's face crumpled. What? Abigail poured it out. The past with Olivia. Emily's birth, the abandonment, the reconnection. I lied to protect us. Sarah recoiled. Protect? You betrayed me. The argument raged. Voices echoing in the apartment. Sarah accused her of emotional infidelity. Abigail defended her right to her child. She's part of me. But I'm your wife. Sarah sobbed. Abigail reached for her, but Sarah pulled away. I need space. Sarah left for her sisters in Connecticut, leaving Abigail alone with her regrets. She called Olivia, voice breaking. Everything's falling apart. Olivia comforted her. Come here. Abigail went, collapsing into Olivia's arms. Emily hugged her legs. For the first time it felt like home. But the drama intensified. Sarah texted. We need to talk. Therapy. Abigail agreed, torn. Sessions began, raw and painful. The therapist probed. What do you want, Abigail? I want my family, all of it. Olivia, meanwhile, felt sidelined. Am I just a rebound? She asked one night. No, Abigail assured. You're my first love. Tensions peaked when Emily got sick. A fever. Abigail rushed to Brooklyn, staying overnight. Sarah called. Where are you? With my daughter, Abigail said honestly. Sarah hung up. The web of lies unraveled further. Friends whispered. Family called. Abigail's world spun. In a coffee shop mediation, Sarah met Olivia. Awkward, charged. You have what I want, Sarah said. Olivia replied gently. We can co-parent. For Emily. Sarah softened, seeing the humanity. But betrayal stung. Abigail navigated the chaos, emotions raw. Love for Sarah clashed with passion for Olivia. Emily the anchor. As spring approached, decisions loomed. Abigail realized true love meant honesty, no matter the cost. Spring bloomed in New York, cherry blossoms painting Central Park pink. But Abigail's life felt like a wilted garden. The therapy sessions with Sarah were grueling marathons of tears and truths. I felt invisible, Sarah confessed one afternoon, sunlight streaming through the counselor's window. Like our marriage was a placeholder. Abigail reached for her hand. It wasn't. I love you, but I buried part of myself. The counselor nodded. Healing starts with acknowledgement. Outside, Abigail walked alone, pondering. She met Olivia later at a riverside cafe in Dumbo. The Brooklyn Bridge arching overhead like a symbol of connection. Emily played with pebbles nearby. How'd it go? Olivia asked, concern etching her features. Progress, maybe. Abigail sighed. Sarah wants to meet Emily. Olivia tensed. Is that wise? For co-parenting, yes. But jealousy flickered in Olivia's eyes. The meeting happened in a neutral park playground. Sarah arrived nervous, bearing a gift, a puzzle. Emily eyed her shyly. Are you Mommy Abby's friend? Sarah smiled softly. Something like that. As they played, Abigail watched, heart swelling. Olivia stood aside, arms crossed, a storm brewing. Later, alone with Olivia, the dam broke. You're letting her in? After everything. Abigail defended. Emily needs stability. Sarah's good. Olivia's voice rose. And I'm what? The ex you regret. Words escalated into shouts. You left me. Olivia accused. I was wrong. Abigail yelled back. Emily overheard, crying. They consoled her, but the rift widened. Drama compounded when Abigail's firm discovered her absences. Client complaints led to a warning. Get your head straight, her boss said. Home life fractured. Sarah moved back, but slept in the guest room. I forgive, but forgetting takes time. Nights were silent battles. Abigail dreamed of Olivia's touch, waking guilty. Then the ultimate betrayal. During a weekend retreat, Abigail claimed for work. She stayed with Olivia. Emotions overflowed, they kissed, passionate yet chaste, reaffirming old bonds. This is real, Olivia murmured. But guilt consumed Abigail. She confessed to Sarah the next day. I kissed her. Sarah's world shattered anew. How could you? I don't know who I am anymore. Sarah packed a bag. I need out. Abigail begged, but Sarah left for good, filing for divorce. The papers arrived like a death sentence. Devastated, Abigail turned to Olivia. It's over with Sarah. Olivia hesitated. But at what cost? They tried rebuilding. Family outings, zoos, museums, Emily beamed. Abigail moved to Brooklyn, closer. But shadows lingered. Olivia questioned Abigail's commitment. Will you run again? No, Abigail vowed. High drama hit when Sarah fought for assets. Uncovering financial lies, Abigail told to fund meetings. Court dates loomed, emotions raw. In mediation, Sarah said, I loved you fully. Why wasn't that enough? Abigail teared. It was my fear, not you. Olivia supported from afar, but tension mounted. One night, arguing over future plans, Olivia snapped. Maybe you're not ready. Abigail stormed out, wandering the city. She ended up at Washington Square, their first kiss spot. Memories flooded. Youthful love lost innocence. She called Sarah voice-breaking. I'm sorry. Sarah sighed. Me too. But we can be friends for Emily. A turning point. Abigail introduced co-parenting properly. Sarah met Emily more, bonding over stories. Olivia felt threatened. She's taking my place? No, Abigail assured. We're all her family. The climax built. Emily's school play. Abigail invited both. Backstage, Sarah and Olivia clashed politely. Thank you for raising her, Sarah said. Olivia nodded. Thank you for loving Abby when I couldn't. On stage, Emily shone. Afterward, the three women stood together, Emily between them. It was awkward but human. Abigail realized love wasn't exclusive. But choices loomed. One evening, Olivia proposed. Marry me. Start over. Abigail paused, heart-torn. I need to heal first. Olivia's face fell. Is it Sarah? No. It's me. The rejection stung. Olivia pulled back, focusing on art. Abigail felt adrift. Summer arrived, humid and heavy. Abigail took Emily to the beach in the Hamptons. Echoes of her wedding. There clarity came. She loved Olivia deeply, but Sarah's stability called too. A phone call from Sarah. I miss us. Abigail confessed her confusion. Come talk, Sarah said. The meeting was emotional. We can try again, Sarah offered. But Abigail shook her head. I need to choose honestly. Back with Olivia, she poured her heart. You're my soulmate. They reconciled, tears and hugs. Abigail and Olivia moved forward cautiously, therapy helping. The story's heart lay in forgiveness, self and others. As fall returned, Abigail reflected. Life was messy but love endured. The golden hues of autumn returned to New York, mirroring the cycle of Abigail's tumultuous year. Leaves crunched underfoot as she walked Emily to school in Brooklyn. The little girl's hand warm in hers. Will Mama O be home tonight? Emily asked, swinging her backpack. Yes, sweetie. Family dinner, Abigail replied, smiling despite the knots in her stomach. Since reconciling with Olivia, they'd leased a larger apartment, blending their lives. Paintings adorned walls. Law books shared shelves with sketchpads. It felt right, but echoes of betrayal lingered like faint scars. Sarah had become a peripheral figure. Aunt Sarah visiting monthly, bringing stability Emily craved. She's good for her, Olivia admitted one night over tea. Abigail nodded. We all are. But drama simmered. Olivia's art career exploded. A gallery show in Chelsea drew crowds. Jealousy crept in. Abigail felt sidelined by late nights and admirers. One evening, returning early, Abigail found Olivia laughing with a young curator, their hands touching briefly. Just networking, Olivia said. Abigail's mind raced to her own infidelity. I trust you, she lied, but doubt festered. Arguments flared. You're projecting, Olivia accused. Maybe I am, Abigail shot back. But after everything. They slept apart that night, the silence deafening. High conflict erupted at the gallery opening. Abigail arrived late from work, spotting the curator close to Olivia. Insecurity boiled over. Is this payback? She whispered harshly. Olivia pulled her aside. No, but your paranoia is suffocating. Guests noticed, whispers spread. Emily babysat nearby, sensed the tension when picked up. At home the fight peaked. I gave up Sarah for this. Abigail yelled. Olivia recoiled. Gave up? You chose me. Tears flowed. I did, but fear haunts me. They collapsed, holding each other. We need help, Olivia said. Couples therapy began. Raw sessions unpacking past wounds. Betrayal isn't just physical, the therapist noted. It's emotional. Abigail confessed her regrets. Olivia her abandonment fears. Slowly bonds strengthened. Emily's role deepened the humanity. One day she drew a new family portrait. Abigail, Olivia, and Aunt Sarah all included. Everyone loves me, she said proudly. Abigail's heart swelled. Yes, we do. The turning point came during a family trip to the Adirondacks. Crisp air, hiking trails. Away from city chaos, truths emerged. By a campfire, Olivia shared her vulnerabilities. Raising Emily alone broke me, but you coming back healed parts. Abigail teared. Leaving was my biggest mistake. But we're here now. They renewed vows informally. Rings exchanged under stars. Romance reignited, gentle touches shared dreams. Back in the city, challenges persisted. Abigail's divorce finalized, bittersweet. Sarah attended the hearing, hugging her afterward. Be happy. I will, Abigail promised. Olivia's success brought opportunities, a residency in LA. Temporary, she assured. Abigail panicked. What about us? We'll make it work. But distance loomed. Before leaving, Olivia proposed formally, down on one knee in Central Park, Emily holding the ring. Marry me, Abby. For real this time. Abigail said yes, joy overwhelming. The separation tested them. Video calls, visits. Emily flew out. Abigail focused on work, rising in her firm. But temptation struck. A colleague, Mia, flirted during late nights. You're amazing, Mia said. Abigail pulled back. I'm engaged. The near miss shook her. She confessed to Olivia. I stopped it. Olivia forgave. We're human. The residency ended. Olivia returned. Wedding planning began. Intimate ceremony in the botanical gardens, friends and family. Sarah attended as a guest. I'm proud of you, she whispered. The day was perfect, vows exchanged, Emily as flower girl. I promise to love you through storms, Abigail said. And dance in the rain, Olivia replied. Honeymoon in Napa Valley vineyards, sunsets. Romance bloomed, emotional depth anchoring them. Back home life normalized. Abigail balanced career and family. Olivia's art flourished. One evening, watching Emily sleep, Abigail reflected. We made it. Olivia kissed her. Through fire. The story's core was redemption. Forgiving betrayals, embracing humanity. As winter approached again, Abigail knew love wasn't perfect, but resilient. Conflicts faded. Bonds solidified. Emily thrived, surrounded by love. Abigail's journey taught her. Lies destroy, but truth rebuilds. In the end, their family, unconventional, American in its diversity, stood strong. The first snow of the season dusted the Brooklyn rooftops, transforming the neighborhood into a quiet wonderland. Abigail and Olivia bundled Emily up for a walk, their gloved hands intertwined. It had been a year since the wedding, and life had settled into a rhythm of contentment, punctuated by the everyday dramas that made it real. Abigail's law firm promoted her to partner, a testament to her focus. You earned it, Olivia said, toasting with champagne. But success brought new tensions. Longer hours meant missed dinners. Olivia felt the strain. I miss you, she confessed one night. Abigail adjusted, prioritizing home. Family first. Emily, now 8, navigated her unique family with grace. At school, she explained, I have 2 moms and an aunt who's like a bonus mom. Peers envied her. Sarah remained involved, hosting Emily for weekends in Connecticut. She's growing so fast, Sarah said during a drop-off. Abigail smiled. Thanks to all of us. The harmony was hard-won. A tapestry of forgiveness. Flashbacks haunted Abigail. Lies to Sarah, abandonment of Olivia. But therapy kept them at bay. A new chapter unfolded when Olivia suggested expanding their family. Another child? Through adoption. Abigail hesitated, memories of past fears surfacing. Are we ready? Olivia's eyes shone. With you, yes. They pursued it, attending classes, home studies. The process was emotional, interviews probing their past. How do you handle betrayal? The social worker asked. Honestly, Abigail replied, we learned from it. Approval came, they awaited a match. Drama resurfaced when Abigail's estranged family reached out, her sister hearing through grapevine. Mom wants to meet her granddaughter. Abigail wavered. After disowning me? Olivia supported. Your choice. The reunion was tense in a neutral cafe. Her mother teared. I was wrong. Abigail forgave cautiously. For Emily's sake. Bonds mended slowly, adding layers to their story. High emotion peaked with the adoption. A baby boy, Lucas, from a young mother in Texas. The handover was tearful, profound. Holding him, Abigail whispered, welcome home. Olivia beamed. Our family grows. Emily doted, a big sister proud. Challenges arose, sleepless nights juggling careers. But they leaned on each other, Sarah helping too. One anniversary they renewed vows again. In their backyard with close ones. Through betrayal and redemption, Abigail said. To love eternal, Olivia added. The narrative's humanity shone in small moments. Picnics, laughter, tears. As years blurred, Emily grew into a teen, questioning her origins. Why did you leave, Mom? Abigail explained honestly. Fear. But love brought me back. Emily hugged her. I'm glad. Lucas thrived, their family a beacon. In quiet reflection, Abigail wrote a journal. Life's drama shapes us, but love defines us. The ending was personnel. Not fairy tale perfect, but deeply human. Betrayals forgiven. Bonds unbreakable. On a sunny day in Central Park, the family gathered. Abigail, Olivia, Emily, Lucas, even Sarah. Laughter echoed, a testament to resilience. Abigail looked at Olivia, heart full. Worth every lie, every tear. Olivia kissed her. And more. In America's melting pot, their lesbian love story stood as a symbol of hope, dramatic, emotional, romantic, and profoundly human.